No matter how good your real estate services are, if your website looks unprofessional and doesn't represent what you offer, you will lose a lot of deals. The website you are looking at is a framer template called Novalux. I built it using the best industry standard to give your brand the premium feel it truly deserves and increase your lead generation. It works for real estate agencies, luxury property agents, property developers, and rental agencies. I will show you how it looks so you know what's inside, then you will see how to customize it for your business in a few minutes. The Hero section is using a full-width layout to give your visitors a strong first impression on your business. You can show a video of your team or a luxury property like this. You can also show a picture instead, both of which I will show you how to do. They have two quick buttons to either view your properties or talk to one of your agents. When your visitors scroll down, they will feel the smoothness of your site as it reveals your About section. Your team photo will be on the left and your stats will be on the right. Scrolling down, we have the Properties section. Here, you will show your selected properties like the ones you want most people to check out. I set it to a maximum of 6 properties, which is enough for the homepage, so anyone that needs more can simply click on the View All Properties button at the top. Then we have the Neighborhoods. This section shows the locations where you have your properties listed. Visitors can hover and click on any of them, or use the button above the grid to see all your locations. Next, we have the Agents section. Similar to the Properties section, you get to choose which agent to feature on here, and anyone who wants to see all your agents can use the button to go to the Agents page. Scrolling down, there is the Testimonials section. It uses a window-style approach to show 3 featured testimonials. You can click on the numbers to switch them around, and there is a dedicated page to read all the testimonials. Then we have the Blog section. This shows 3 featured articles with a button to read all posts. Next is the FAQ, which is good to have on the homepage as you can add your most frequently asked questions on it. The page also has a nice CTA section at the bottom for visitors to contact you. And it concludes with a nice footer with quick links to navigate to your other pages. The nav bar is sticky, so scrolling up anywhere on the page will show it. You can hover on any of the links to feel the cool underline effect, and we can click on the properties to see how it looks. The Properties page has the most important filters with a search bar. Your visitors can filter the listing status to see the properties for sale or rent. They can also filter the property type as well as the neighborhoods of the properties. You can click on any of them to see how the pages look. It has 6 featured images for the property, which you can click to see the full-sized picture. They are in a carousel, so you can navigate to the left or right. The images are followed by the stats grid, which shows key info like the number of beds, baths, and garage. Under that, you will write about the property, the agent listing the property, you can add a property video, and many more. You will also see that there is a sticky form on the right as the visitor scrolls, so they can contact you if they are interested in the property. You can add the property neighborhood, map location on Google, and an optional floor plan. Then you can also add as many more images as you like here. You can check the other pages such as the Agents page and the Neighborhood page. I also included a Sell With Us page. It shows your selling process, so sellers understand what they will go through when doing business with you. And it has a Value section to show the reason why they should list their properties with you. This is followed by your key selling stats and then the valuation form. I will drop the website link in the description below for you to check it out. To get this template for free and customize it for your business, simply click on the first link in the description below. You can also click on the black button on the bottom right of the website that says Get Template for Free. You will be asked to log in or sign up to Framer if you are new to it. Then the Novalux project will be loaded, ready to be customized for your business. The default zoom level will be at 100%, but you can zoom out with your mouse to see the whole design. I left some notes on the project which we will look at later, and your website is fully responsive, which is why we have the desktop, tablet, and phone breakpoints. On the left panel, we have the Pages tab, where you can edit all of the pages. Next to it is the Layers tab. It includes the 3 breakpoints in it. Under each, we have the main section, which is the proper way to lay out your website, and we have the other sections inside the main section. The third tab is the Assets tab. Here is where you can change the global colors and fonts. Back to the Layers tab, we can start the customization. The thing to note is that you don't have to edit all breakpoints. As soon as you edit the desktop breakpoint, the changes will reflect on the tablet and phone breakpoints. If you click on the navbar, you will see on the right that it is a layout template. This means it is shared across all the pages of the website. To edit it, simply double-click on it to see the layout. If I click on the navbar, you will see from the Layers panel that there are other sections on it, which are the FAQ, CTA, and the footer. We can zoom out to see the whole template. If you want the simplest way to edit the website, you can use the Framer AI agent. You will see it on the right bar, and it can help with anything on the project. So you can say something like this: I want to customize this Novalux template for my real estate website. Ask me necessary questions and the files I need at different steps to do this easily and completely. To add files, you can click on the plus icon. It is free, but the credits are very limited for now, so if you want it to do everything for you, you may quickly run out of credits. Rather, I will show you the steps to take to edit manually and what you can ask the agent to do for you to speed up the work. Double-click on the navbar to edit it. You can click on the logo to upload the light version, which is what you need here. The nav links are what you need, but let's say you don't need any element to show up on your website. You can click on it to either delete it or set the visibility to No on the right panel. I prefer the latter because you can come at any time to set the visibility back to Yes. Any button on your site can also be customized, so we can click on the Contact Us button and edit it on the Properties panel. I will replace the text to Book a Call, and I will change the link to cal.com. If you zoom out on the canvas, you will see that the changes have reflected on the tablet and phone breakpoint. To go back is easy. You can use the breadcrumb on the top left to navigate to the home page or the layout template. I will go back to the layout template, and the next section is the FAQ. Click on the questions, and you will see the field on the side so you can edit them. You have input fields for up to 6 questions and answers. If you have more questions, you can simply ask the agent to do that for you, and it will do that in seconds. The next section is the CTA. You can double-click to change the header and subheader. This is also where the agent can quickly come in, so you click on the heading and say Rephrase the heading selected. You can use the arrow to select the heading, but even without that, the agent is smart enough to know which heading you mean since you've clicked on it, so I will click on Send. It will think and look at the surrounding elements to understand the context, then give you the rephrased heading. The last thing here is the footer. Double-click to open it to make your edits. You can change the heading to match your brand, then the contact icon links and social icon links. When editing the number, make sure to add the telephone protocol before it, which is tel followed by colon. Also, when editing the email, make sure to add the email protocol before it, which is mate tel followed by colon. The easiest approach is to give the agent your information and ask it to edit the whole footer for you. You can also give it your numbers and email addresses and ask it to replace them wherever it finds the fields on the whole website. You can double-click on the Novalux text and type in your brand name, which is very responsive. You should also add your license number if it applies to you. If you zoom out, you will see the tablet and phone breakpoints with the changed auto applied to them. Let's go back to the home page and see how to edit the intersections. If you click on the hero image, you will see that the layer selected is called Hero Photo or Video, which means you can have one of the two. So on the right panel, you can click on the variant dropdown and choose the photo variant. Click on the photo field and upload an image. You don't have to do anything on the fields below it since it is a photo. For the video, you will choose the video variant from the dropdown. Look for the video file field and upload an MP4 video from your computer. You should also add a poster image on the field below it, which will serve as the thumbnail before the video loads. To edit the main heading and subheading, simply double-click on them. You may ask the agent as we did before, and you can even ask it to give you different headline variants to test by yourself. The buttons are similar to edit on the right panel. Simply change the text and destinations. That wraps up the hero, so for the About Us section, you can also double-click on the text to add your short story or value. Upload your founder or team photo on the image from the right panel. Then click on each of the stat and edit their content on the right. You can change the icon, figure, and text. The next section is the featured properties. This is controlled by the CMS, as you can see from the right panel with all the variables. So the main things to edit here are the heading and subheading. Moving on, we have the neighborhood section. This is also controlled by the CMS, as you can see from the cylinder icon on top of the grid. So we'll leave it till we get to the CMS customization, which means you should only edit the heading and subheading. Next, we have the agents. It is also controlled via the CMS, so edit the heading and subheading, and we can move on. We have the featured testimonials. It is also CMS-based, so edit the heading and subheading. The next section is the blog section. As expected, it is also controlled via the CMS, so you can only edit the heading and subheading here. The next one is the FAQ, which is part of the layout template we've edited, and since it shows on all pages, there is a toggle on the right to set its visibility to No. The last ones are the CTA and the footer, both of which are part of the layout template. To edit the CMS, click on the framer icon and go to CMS. There are 7 collections here, and we can start from the top, which is the agent collection. You can add new content or edit the placeholder content and change it to yours. To edit the placeholder, click on the overlay to open it. Make sure to read the instructions to get the best results. Here, for instance, it is stated that if you ever edit the name, make sure to edit the slug. The reason is that if you are editing the placeholder, and let's say you type in Adam Smith for the name, you also need to type it in the slug field as well. Under it is the toggle asking if you want to feature the agent on the home page. It is limited to 6, so even if you switch it in for more than 6 agents, only the first 6 will appear on the home page, while the rest will appear on the agent page. All other toggle and fields are self-explanatory, so you can replace them. Many of the fields are optional, which is true for other collections as well, but I will advise you fill them as much as you can. The framer agent can usually help with copies and fill them for you. If you look at the short bio here, for instance, while it is optional to fill, it is the text showing when you hover your mouse on the agent's cards, both on the home page and the agent's page. The detailed info fields are also optional to fill, but when you fill them, they show on the agent individual pages, which have bullet points and tables. You will see the fields that you are required to fill in a table versus those with bullet points and normal text when filling them. To start afresh, you can mark all the placeholders to delete them. Then you will click on the plus icon to add your agents. The neighborhood collection can also be edited similarly. If I open the overlay of one of the neighborhoods, you can see the names and toggles you need. There is also detailed information you should fill out to show up on the neighborhood individual pages. The next one is the properties collection. This can also be deleted to start afresh, but I will open one of the placeholders to show you some relations with the website. You will in the title, and choose a status for the listing, which can be for sale, rent, sold, or investment. Whatever you selected will show up on the properties card on the home page, and other pages we have properties. The toggle below it is to set the property to show on the home page as a featured listing. Then we have the address, price, and some key stats, all of which shows up on the card. It is not a must to fill in all the stats. If you don't want them to show, you simply clear the fill so it is empty. Then we have the images. The main images are required while others are not. The main images are the ones showing on the Hero section of the Properties page, while the other images are Gallery and the Show at the bottom of the page. You can choose the property type from the next field from Single Family Estate to Penthouse and others. And if you need to add more, you can click on the property type and add more options. Most of the other fields are optional to fill, but I will advise you have a property ID naming convention. The property ID will show up on the key stats, and it will be pre-filled on the form, so you can easily know which property the visitor is interested in when they fill in the form. The other fields of the properties are straightforward, and you can fill in the map location and floor map at the bottom. Open the blog folder and you will see 2 collections, one for the posts and the other for the categories. There are 3 categories which you delete and add new ones. You only need to fill the title, slug, and icon. The fields of the blog collection are also easy to edit. Just add title, description, cover image, and the blog post. Then we have the testimonials. You can edit the placeholder name and slug, then set the 3 featured testimonials using the toggle. The last collection is the legal pages, which is the privacy policy and terms of service. You can simply edit the content to match your brand or create one with the framer agent. Let's go back to the canvas so we can edit other pages. Go to the Pages tab, and we can start from the Agents page. If you click on the arrow, you will see the individual agents page. Since they are both driven by the CMS, and we've edited the content there, what you may want to do here is to edit the heading and heading on the main agent page, not the individual agents page. The same thing applies to the other CMS-related pages, such as the neighborhoods, properties, blogs, and testimonials. So the next page is the About Us page. You can edit the heading and subheading using the Framer agent. Replace the photo on the right to a team photo so people can see you. Similar to the home page, you can edit the story by double-clicking on it and edit the key stats from the right panel. The next section is the values, so edit them by double-clicking on them, and you can also change the icons on the right. Then we have the Teams section, which are the agents and are based on the agent CMS. Let's go to the next page, which is Sell with Us. You can change the heading and subheading as before, then you should edit the selling process to match how you work. You just need to click on them and replace the content on the right. The next section is similar to the Value section of the About page, so edit them by double-clicking on the texts. The same goes for the key stats. You can edit them on the sides. Lastly, we have the Valuation form. The fields are what you will need. The only thing you need is to set where the form submissions are delivered to. To do that, look for the Form layer on the Layers tab, then look on the right panel and you will find the Send To field. Click on it and choose one of the options. The easiest one is the email. Simply add your email address on the recipient field. You also need to do this on the Properties pages. Go to the form on the right column of the page. Click on one of the form fields and look for the form layer on the left. Then add where to send the form submissions on the right panel. You also need to repeat it on the Contact page. You can edit the heading and subheading of the hero and the form section. Then look for the form layer on the left and add where to send the form submissions on the right panel. Under the form, you should add social links on the social icons. Simply click on them and fill in your social link on the Properties panel one after the other. Under that is the contact info cards, replace the numbers on the text fields, and for the number links, make sure to add the telephone protocol before the number, which is tel, followed by a colon. The same applies to the email addresses. Make sure to add the mail protocol, which is maid, to, followed by a colon. There is also the 404 page, but you don't really need to do much here unless you want to change the redirection destination of the button. The last step is the settings. Click on the Framer icon on the left and go to Settings. Starting with the General tab, you will see I have added placeholders for you to see what to do. So change the title and description to match your brand name and what you do. Scroll down and replace the fave icon of the site. You may need to upload both the dark and light variant depending on how your logo looks on them. Upload a social preview image. You can simply go to your site and screenshot your homepage or ask the agent to help you with it. Lastly, upload your logo for the Apple Touch icon. Go to other page settings and edit the placeholder content to match yours. For instance, you need to change the Novalux on the agent's title to your brand name. To publish your website, click on the Publish button at the top right and your site will be live. To connect a domain name, go to the Domain tab. You can get a free Framer subdomain, but you can't use that for your business. So you can either connect a custom domain name you already have, or claim a free domain when you subscribe to any of their annual plans. You will need to subscribe to the Pro plan, as the basic plan only allows for 2 CMS collections. I left a discount code on the project note, which you will find on the home page. Simply copy the code and use it to get 25% off your annual subscription. If you have any questions, you can also contact me via the email on the second note. Thanks for watching.